I think you all think you know what'll happen when you die.
Well,
And I'm here to tell you that you probably don't.
Yeah, that's quite likely. Yes, we've all got different ideas, I'm sure.
Yeah, most people do,
Mhm.
but it's usually different from what they expect
Mhm.
or who they expect. Because you all know you're going to be met by somebody, don't
That's
you?
right.
But
Yes.
it's not always who you think.
No, it's not always relatives because of the emotion.
Yes, and not only the emotion, it's not always true what you feel while you're living here.
No.
You might think it is, but it's not always. So sometimes it might be a bit of a shock.
Yes.
Well, don't worry, because there's people like me standing by to help,
Good.
Oh, thank you.
That's fine.
especially when we've made some physical contact while you're still alive.
Mhm.
But you know all that, I'm being told.
Yes, we do.
Somebody's saying don't keep going over old ground. They'll get bored.
No,
No, we won't.
no, we shan't. So you might be there to meet one of us.
Well, not meet you, but I might be standing by.
Mhm.
That's my job, you see.
Right.
Helping in the beginning.
So, what does happen when we come over to you then? We're met by somebody.
Depends what you expect. Depends on your last minutes.
Mhm.
Depends on what you believe.
Yes.
And it depends who wants to meet you.
That's right.
Whether they've got other things to be doing.
Yes.
I don't mean that.
They couldn't have anything better to do than meet us.
Well, let me tell you, that's not true.
I'm sure it isn't.
Not that I want to disappoint you or anything, but that's not quite true.
No. I'm sure they'd have better things to do.
But if they love you, yes, they'll meet
Yes.
you when the time's right.
So, somebody meets us. And then what do they do with us?
It depends on you. Again, it depends on you
Mhm.
and the conditions in which you come to
Mm,
us.
Yes.
If it's been a long illness, then you'll probably awake in one of our hospitals.
Yes, and they're very nice. I've been shown them.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Well, were you honoured to have been allowed that?
Lovely then.
Yes. But of course, if that happens, then you'll have many loved ones around you
Of course.
who'll be helping to bring you back to full strength and
Yes.
energy.
That's right.
Because that's a natural progress of somebody who loves you.
Mhm.
But you'll be well protected if that's the case.
Mhm.
But the most dramatic moment is the moment when you see everything before you.
Yes, when we see our own lives. we
That's
mean, yes.
the dramatic part of any passing.
Mhm.
And that's why we have people such as myself to stand by, to offer help if we're needed. Only if we're needed.
And to help us overcome the shock of what we've done.
To help buffet you and to surround you and
Yes.
help you over probably the shock, because most people are shocked at what they haven't done.
Quite. What they haven't done more than what they have done.
Yes, it's not what they have done, but what they haven't done,
Mm.
and all their missed opportunities.
Yes. That
That's,
can be a shock.
it's a very big shock, I tell you. And of course, it's very dramatic for many. There's many tears, because we do have tears.
Yes.
It's not all happiness to begin with,
No.
but that soon dispels and you go on to where you should belong.
Mhm. And my friends and I all know that we only go to a place suitable that we have earned.
Yeah, oh yes, yes. You can only go to what you're entitled to.
That's right.
Yes, yes. And I have to tell you that there's places that you wouldn't want to know about. But I'm not coming here to frighten you. Because none of you will be going there if I can help it.
Good.
Thank you.
That's comforting to know.
Yes. The Lady Dawn doesn't sound too sure. Don't you worry, my dear. I'll take your arm, don't you worry. Yes. Never mind. Anyway.
And then we go to whatever place has been prepared for us.
Not straight away. You could meet other people you've known first.
Mm-hmm.
Before that takes place, there's no set pattern. That's something else I've come to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
There's too many stories about this, that, and the other happening. Remember that you're all very individual people,
That's right.
and as such you're dealt with in that way. There are certain factors which must be dealt with, of course, but it depends what your desire and your expectation is.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me?
Yes, we do, Ernest. Thank you.
Yeah, Ernest.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, it's interesting what you're telling us.
Yeah. You remember that before you pass, in most cases, that people are waiting for you.
That's the main thing, isn't it?
Yes, people are waiting there for you. So it's only right, if that is what you're entitled to, that your loved ones meet you at some stage.
Yes. And then after that, it's just like going, obviously, into a new place of existence.
Probably one of your loved ones will introduce you to your new place of abode.
Yes. Which they will no doubt have got ready for us,
Yes.
according to the materials we have sent them.
It all depends on how you've lived your lives.
That's it.
Yes.
That's what I mean. If we don't send them the spiritual material, they can't prepare a place for us.
Of course not. Of course not.
And
I wish more people could understand that. Yes.
only a few evenings ago here I had somebody investigating our work, and he was surprised when I told him it wasn't all Rose's milk and honey there.
If you think that, then I'm afraid you're in for a big shock.
Mm-hmm. They are, I know.
Big
That's
shock.
why I tell them.
Yes. People expect everything to change, when in fact very little changes to begin with.
Yeah.
You'll still be you, just without your old body.
That's it. Our personality continues just as it is here.
Yes. Same as I've still got mine, you see.
Mhm.
Yes. I still use my old name when I come back, don't I?
Yes, you don't need to use that where you are, though.
No. But you don't forget it, do you?
No, you don't.
Anyway, that's what I came to tell you. Don't have any set ideas, and you'll accept those conditions much more readily.
Mhm. I am right, though, I think, in saying that the soul can reproduce the physical body without any complaints or illnesses or diseases, that sort of thing. But a spiritual replica of the physical body
It's a
for recognition purposes.
Of course, yes. Yes, that's the power of the thought.
Yes.
That is spirit, it's thought. A land of thought. That's what it is. Not everyone can manage to capture that to begin with. It takes time sometimes to discard that old body.
Does it?
And realize that you don't need a voice and you don't need physical things.
No, we do a lot of rescue work here for people who are in that condition.
Oh, I see. That's very good work. That's very good work.
We do a great deal of it here.
Yes,
We are pleased to be able to.
yes, there's lots of it needed, I'm told. Yes, yes.
There certainly are some poor souls over there in need of help.
Yes, we have those who help, those in need on my side of life. Of course there is, there's got to be. Otherwise we'd be in a poor way, wouldn't we?
We certainly would.
Yeah,
We've all got to help each other, haven't we? In whatever way we can.
yes, of course you must. Of course you must. That's what it's all about.
Well, how do you spend your time mainly, and what do you do?
I've just said I'm there to help those newcomers. Somebody's telling me you've been told before
Yes.
that going through the tunnel,
That's right.
that there's shadows, recognizable shadows. Sometimes that's part of my duty as well.
Is it?
But mainly I'm at the, how shall we say, the other end of the tunnel when you've arrived.
When you come through it.
The confusion and the traumatic experiences, I'm there to help and guide and protect.
Yes, somebody told us that they show themselves as lights in the tunnel.
Yes, but sometimes souls recognize them as outlines of people.
Yes.
It depends on their own spiritual knowledge, of course. But yes, it's visible within that tunnel of light. Yes. Yes. So that's mainly my tasks.
And everybody has to go through that tunnel, irrespective of the way in which they pass.
Not always.
Not always.
That's the main function of passing. It depends. If it's dramatic, sudden passing, then it could be that they just find themselves on the other side.
Yeah, I wondered about that.
Yeah, it's not all. It depends. If it's a sudden death, unexpected death for that person, then they may just be confronted by someone who's waiting for them.
And then comes the difficulty of persuading them.
Yes. At least if you're traveling through the tunnel of love, then you're being prepared for that transition.
That's right.
But no, that's what I say. You shouldn't expect just one happening,
No.
because there's many ways of passing.
Of course, we don't know in what way we're arguing when the time comes.
No, so don't be surprised.
No.
Don't be surprised, and don't have fixed ideas about what should happen.
That gives us a lot to think about and adds to our knowledge considerably, Ernest.
Good.
So if you hear a shouting for you, you know who it is.
Oh, don't all be shouting at once, will you?
Well, I don't suppose we'll all go at once.
Well, I hope
I
not.
hope not, anyway.
I don't mind keeping busy, but that's ridiculous.
That's a bit much.
Yes. Anyway, I'll wish you all good luck in your lives, and I hope that you carry on to the very best of your abilities.
We should do that.
Because that's all you can do. You can't do more. Just
No.
try your very best.
That's all.
Yes.
Just as you did tonight in coming through.
Yes. With a lot of difficulty.
But you surmounted them.
Yes.
You're glad you did, I hope.
I'm pleased to have spoken to you all. Yes, yes.
It's been very nice to have you, Alice, and we do thank you a lot.
Just take care of you.
We'll do that.
Thank you for allowing me here.
It's our pleasure to have you. Our love goes with you, Alice.